Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Final Fantasy draft here on the channel, cruising up the mythic ranks, or at least hoping to. We have opened Jekt, Reluctant Guardian, which is a fantastic rare, going to be my pick out of this pack. It's a 4-mana 4/3, which isn't the greatest stat line. That's like a stat line where you'd be like, okay, what else do you give me? It has Menace, so if it is going to get blocked, it will oftentimes trade for 2 creatures or be really awkward to double block because a removal spell can really protect it there. And if it does damage, so they really do need to block it, it flips into a really powerful card that gets you a bunch of card advantage, hits them for 7 usually. Really strong card. If this wasn't in the pack, what would I be taking? Well, Vane's Treachery is a great card as well, a good removal spell for 2 mana. I've really enjoyed the Final Days. 4 mana, you make a couple of horrors, and then the late game you flash it back and make a ton of horrors. So, really nice card there. These two are both tempting. I'd probably take Final Days over Vane's Treachery. And then I would never take it here, but Side Quest Card Collection is one I've been experimenting with, and it's been a little bit better than I thought. Okay, so we have Jekt, and we want Jekt to go in a deck that wants to attack more than a deck that wants to defend. So in pick 2, we have an interesting choice. There is a Quistis Trapez, which is a more defensive card, plays kind of nicely as a... And the reason we want Jekt in an aggressive deck is because it wants to attack. So if you're playing your 4-drop with the hopes of stabilizing, Jekt isn't really the guy for you. If you want a attacker that will intimidate your opponents while also just like having one arm gauntleted and one arm not, then Jekt is the guy for you. But Quistis Trapez isn't really a card that is going to be as good in an aggressive shell. Blue-black is a... Blue-black is more of a controlling strategy, even though I think this card is quite good. However, there is a Captain Lannery Storm, which we'll be taking, which also fits well into an aggressive deck, also wants to attack, and so incentivizes you to play similar cards that Jekt incentivizes. So, yeah, this is going to be our pick out of this pack. There's also Black Waltz number 3, but that's a multicolored card. Maybe we're still able to abandon Jekt if the deck isn't open. So, pick 3, there we have Jekt. We have Captain Lannery Storm. We see in this pack a Dragoon's Lance. So Dragoon's Lance, another aggressive card, very strong. It fits well with either Captain Lannery Storm or Jekt because giving either of those flying is quite powerful. There is also Black Mage's Rod if I wanted to stay in black just for Jekt, though it's the only black card in the pack. It's maybe not the most powerful. We're missing like a common and a rare, so it's still early days. I've not found white-black to be a great deck. It's not really been a home that I've been happy with. This is a tough pick. It's between the Rod and the Dragoon's Lance. I think the Lance is so much better that early in this draft I am just going to take the Lance. There's also not a ton of great red cards, so we could still try to be black-white. A lot of the times if there was like even a slightly better black card, I would try to stick to black. Okay, now there's a Tonberry. Tonberry is a nice aggressive card. And maybe I'll end up in a black-red deck and I'll wish I had the Black Mage's Rod. But if white ends up being more open, like it's still so early on that maybe red's not open. Maybe I end up being black-white. And Dragoon's Lance is quite a powerful card. Tonberry here is a card that I don't normally take this early. But if you're trying to draft an aggressive deck, which all of my cards are leaning that way. So when you're drafting, you kind of start off in the middle. You have no strategy. And then if you're leaning one way, it's oftentimes very powerful to be kind of like this or like this. If you're kind of like here, you end up in a middle ground where some of your cards aren't on the same page, and it's not the greatest. I hope this kind of hand gesture is making sense. But basically, if you're all aggressive, then all of your cards are on the same page, you go fast. And if you get to the late game, you're usually going to lose, but you can win the game fast. And if you're all on the late game side, then your cards kind of synergize towards that plan. And here, we're kind of unsure which mode. Now there is Slash of Light as a kill spell. Plays well with Dragoon's Lance. There is Hecdize. Hecdize is one of those interesting cases where it's just a solid black card, but it doesn't really fit the aggressive plan that well. You're Not Alone is a card that has been pretty strong in my experience. I think I'm going to take You're Not Alone over the Slash of Light. I don't really want Hecdize necessarily in this deck, and now we get a Quarrel. Happy to see that. Slash of Light is a solid card. I only really want one copy, though, because it is kind of dicey. And Black-White doesn't have as many of the equipment artifacts as Red-White. And You're Not Alone is just such a good card. I've been very impressed. I like Quirrell a lot. I like Sahagin a lot. And then Excalibur 2 is like not a particularly strong card because it's hard to find like life gain stuff. It's looking like we're going to be a black-white deck, so this Dragoon's Lance is looking like a pretty good pickup. We could have taken the Heck Dies. It's just when my opponent is beating down and then they play a Heck Dies on turn 2, or they go Tonberry into Heck Dies, is not like the scariest start. Okay. Now we do get the Black Mage's Rod. There's also an Aerith Rescue Mission, a card that I've not been particularly impressed by, but we get the Rod here. And yeah, I'm thinking that this deck is looking pretty good. Slash of Light is good, a little bit better for our deck now. We would play one copy of that probably. Black Mage's Rod can do some damage. I think You're Not Alone is like really a sleeper card maybe. I think this card's fantastic. We'll get the Rod though. Nice little bit of extra reach. Captain Lannery Storm's not looking like it's going to make the cut here. We get another Quirrell. I wouldn't mind Monk's Fist in this deck. Sometimes that's a card you can play. It does play well with Tonberry. I mean, Tonberry plays well with any equipment, really, because of First Strike. But I think Quirrell is a really strong card that gives me, like, not only an aggressive threat, but also, like, a removal spell for late-game stalls if I do end up in those situations. That's kind of the thing I like about this deck right now. There's a Call the Mountain Chocobo, which is a good card. Not a lot of black in this pack, but we have 3 black cards, and so we can rely on getting black pack 2. White does seem open. Getting a pick 8 Quirrell is pretty good. And now we get a White Mage's Staff. So pretty much drafting the equipment aggro deck, but with black cards. We could also switch into red-white if we see a really strong red rare. We do just have these 3 black cards. I'm really glad we took this Dragoon's Lance and left ourselves open to going this direction, though. White Mage's Staff is quite good. This is an archetype I haven't drafted as much, and so it is still one I'm figuring out a little bit more. Okay, we will take the Q-Troop Forayer. Not a card I love playing, but we'll still take it. There's nothing else really in this pack for us. Q-Troop just a little bit weaker than I'd like. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-drops and a 1-drop. And this really strong combat trick. You're Not Alone came back. Jeez Louise. I think folks might be surprised that I took this over Slash of Light. It's just, it ends games so often for me, and I don't know. I really like it. And also, it's good in similar situations to Slash of Light, and at the time I didn't have all these equipments and stuff. But, yeah. Okay, we'll take Freya Crescent. Maybe red-white is open. And then we'll take this guy, because I think our start leans more towards a green-white deck than a blue-white deck. Okay. Pack 2, here we go. Well. Shucks. We get Cypher Almasi. So a very strong card. Creatures attacking alone get double strike. There's not really a good mono white card. Summon Chocomog. For black, there's Cornered by Black Mages, which is solid. I think I'm just going to take the Cypher. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But now we have 2 competing directions. And we got a very late Freya Crescent. So maybe we just abandon black. We could also potentially try to splash Jekt, because we do have a Treasure Maker here. It's not that likely that we try to do it, but it is potentially a splashable card. And we didn't see black. Black did not seem open pack 1. Like, we started with Jekt, then we took... Oh, okay. 1 second. I'll get back to that point in a second. So now there's Aerith Gainsborough, which we are going to take. We only have the 1 source of life gain right now, the White Mage's Staff, and then Aerith herself, of course. But we have a few legendaries. We have Cypher, Lannery, Freya, Aerith. And Aerith can just be nice with like Dragoon's Lance, or just You're Not Alone is really good with her because they really want to block her and it gains you a bunch of life. Light Up the Stage is a cute combo with things like Black Mage's Rod, but yeah, we're just going to take the Aerith. Okay, summon GF Cerberus. Instants and sorceries get doubled. We have 2 instants right now, and they're both combat tricks. So maybe we would rather have Magitech armor, or we just know that we're going to get instants at some point in our white-red deck. Again, we're not seeing many black cards. There's a Black Mage's Rod, and hopefully this You're Not Alone wheels. I do like Magitech armor as well. So currently, we are not playing green. We have 3 black cards, which we took fairly aggressively. We have 3 red cards, which we kind of got gifted. I mean, we got Lannery Storm second, I guess. We're going to take GF Cerberus. And then we're going to get a Zidane. There is a Fatal Push, which I really like. I think the GF Cerberus has a lot of upside, and the Magitech thing is fine, but it's not the same level of upside. Because, like, red has some very strong instants and sorceries to copy. And white has some solid ones. And even copying a You're Not Alone is no joke. That can, like, solo kill my opponent, potentially. Like, attack them, double up You're Not Alone. That's, like, potentially +8. I could try to wheel the Zidane and take, like, Delivery Moogle. But I don't really feel like risking that. This also gets me a treasure, though I'm probably not splashing here. Summon GF Ifrit. Could take Aerith Rescue Mission as well. Let's take the Ifrit. Now there's Weapons Vendor. Gaius is a good card. I don't love Haste Magic. Another Quarrel. I think this deck is really coming together nicely. The summon GF Cerberus was definitely more of a speculative pick. It's also a removal thing. Like, if my opponent won't know my deck contents, so they might just be like, okay, I have to kill this thing. Okay, we're going to take Fate of the Suncrest over Restoration Magic, I think. Actually, Restoration Magic is better. It's also a good combo with the Aerith Gainsborough. I do need removal, but I have 3 Quarrels and a couple combat tricks, and that 5 mana one isn't a great card in aggro anyway. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red cards, and I still have these 4 black cards. I'm going to take Cornered by Black Mages over Summon Choco. I don't like Summon Choco really that much, and Cornered by Black Mages I could switch back to black if I get the right card. Ooh, Paladin's Arms, totally playable card. Sleep Magic and Stuck in Summoner Sanctum. I don't like the Hill Giant. No, I don't like the Hill Gygus. Not my favorite card. It's 6 mana, and cycling is not really what I want to be spending my mana on in this deck. Boom, we get another You're Not Alone. Honestly, no joke. Summon GF Cerberus, copying You're Not Alone is like a legitimate thing for me. Like, tripling up a You're Not Alone is 12 damage. So, like, yeah. Restoration Magic. Sure, we'll take this. Maybe we end up back in white-black. Or we really want to splash Jacked for some reason. Like, maybe we open up some another crazy black card, because we have currently got a pretty good red-white deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red cards. Interesting. You're Not Alone is the best card to have when streaming. That's funny. There's another Zidane. There's Crystal's Chosen, but that's so much mana at 7. Heck of a card to copy with GF Cerberus, though. We might wheel this You're Not Alone. I might just take the Zidane. Yeah, let's just do that. I could go the other direction, but we already have 3 You're Not Alone, so if we don't wheel it, it's not the end of the world. Now we'll take Suplex over Ash. The artifact count is at 3. Chosen is crazy if I can get there, but 7 mana is so much for this deck. I guess I have this to make me some extra mana. Summon Choco might wheel. We're going to get an easy Suplex here. My Aerith Gainsborough is looking pretty reasonable. I've got my White Mage's Staff. Zidane's will give that something lifelink. You know, Cypher Almasi also kind of wants me to have cheap instants and sorceries. Considering the way this draft has gone, the Slash of Light probably would have worked out better than You're Not Alone, just so I could have gotten one of those cards. Jacked is a 4-drop here. Okay. There's another Quarrel. There's a You're Not Alone. We're going to take the Quarrel here. Quarrel's all the way. Haste Magic. Cypher was pretty good with Haste Magic. We just want to have another good 2-drop, though. I'm probably going to wheel the other You're Not Alone to have 4 copies anyway. So I wanted to splash Ject. It would go Ject and Insomnia. Ject, Insomnia. Ooh, we're definitely taking the land here. This card is fine. It can find a Dragoon's Lance or a White Mage's Staff. Maybe that's better than just getting a land. Though I think the land is pretty nice. Makes my mana more consistent. Yeah, we'll take the Delivery Moogle. I don't think the land's going to wheel. I'm not trying to splash this guy anyway. Magitech ain't happening. We'll take Item Shot Keep, I guess, over Summon Choco. Unrelated. Oh, I also, if folks on YouTube are wondering why I'm talking to randomly, it's because I'm streaming this on Twitch and interacting with Twitch chat. We're just gonna take the Shopkeep here. We're not gonna be able to get multiple Magitechs. We don't have that many artifacts anyway. Yeah, we're just gonna take the Shopkeep over Summon Choco. But basically, thoughts on Commune with Beavers? Not my favorite card. I don't really play it, really. Judge Magister, so we did get a white-black card. Freya Crescent's not looking the greatest in this deck. Summon Choco. Not really looking to play the Summon Choco. Woo! Nice. Slash of Light's a great pickup. We were hoping for one of those. Hey, Sushi. Are we playing all 4 Quarrels? You betcha. Definitely. Okay. Freya Crescent. 1 mana, 1/1 flyer. Marginal upside casting my equipments. Okay, we get this land. Nice. Maybe black. It's funny because in pack 3, black has felt more open. We definitely want to play Freya. Freya plus You're Not Alone's can be like a little bit of a lava spike situation. 1, 2, 3, 7 2-drops. Another You're Not Alone is perfect for us. We can start cutting our bad cards, such as I do think GF Cerberus is going to be good copying You're Not Alone's. Double red is a little tricky. You wonder if Jacked is worth splashing? Yeah, I've wondered that as well. If I play a single swamp, I can get to 3 sources. It's just my deck is kind of fast. GF Ifrit can maybe go. Yeah, I'm considering that one for sure as a cut. Beautiful. We get another You're Not Alone. I just want to have a lot of creatures in this deck. So my creature count is at 15, 16, 17. Ooh, Sabotender, sure. Another creature. Summon Chokomog is the only other card to consider. Hillgeigus came back. Shocking. Not shocking at all. Not shocking at all. Okay. So, Call the Mountain Chocobo is an option, and those are all the red-white cards I have. Okay. I just want to have a lot of creatures. Drafts 5, you're not alone. So I just don't want to be alone, okay? Everyone gets it. Yeah, and there's 3 more creatures because these are 3 equipments. 1, 2, 3, and that's up to 21 creatures here, so I can cut some. I'm going to cut Hillgeigus. This is also a creature. All my cards are creatures. Also, You're Not Alone is really good with Captain Lannery Storm. Attack. Protect. Cut a land. If I play, I mean, 17 land seems like a lot for this deck. Cut Call the Mountain Chocobo. It's such a cheap deck. Cut Summon Chocomog. The GF Ifrit seems interesting just because it helps me. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 2-drops. You personally think this is a terrible Cerberus deck? It kind of is, but I want to try it. I want to try it because I think copying up You're Not Alone is actually probably fine. What do I cut? I could cut Sabotender or Item Shopkeep. Cut the Ifrit. Cut Weapons Vendor, maybe. Cantripping 4-drop seems okay, too, with 3 equipments. People keep saying cut Sabotender. Could be a cut for sure. That or Item Shopkeep. Item Shopkeep might be worse. I mean, this thing already has flying, so giving it Menace doesn't do much. Weapons Vendor, and then one of these 2. We'll cut Sabotender for now. I want to play Weapons Vendor. We'll cut 1 You're Not Alone. Okay. I just want a cantripping creature. Boom. I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the people who support my channel at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, if you've been finding them helpful, entertaining, hopefully a combination, then Patreon is a way to give back to my channel, help me make more videos in the future, and gain access to cool bonus content like my card-by-card tier list and my Format Thoughts document, as well as some other cool perks. I want to give a special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a big difference. And without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. We'll keep. We've got Freya into Dragoon's Lance, so that's a really nice little start into Paladin's Arms. So we could even play Paladin's Arms here on turn 2. That hits harder. Yeah, let's do that. It'll hit a little harder next turn. I'm immediately regretting the cutting of GF Ifrit. Of course they have Lightning Bolt. Yikes. Big yikes. Okay, sure. We'll protect our guy. Oh, they're missing lands. Zidane is going to be pretty good here. Oh, they're getting rid of the Paladin one? That's crazy to me. I can't believe why anyone would do that. So I play Zidane, take their guy, give something +4/+4, Bob's your uncle. Unless they never play another creature again. Yep, that's a good one. That might just be lethal, right? So take Queen Brane. I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, that's lethal. Ping them for 1. Got the win. Yeah, Queen has prowess and makes this thing, which will ping them again. That's how we drew it up. Just what we wanted. Let's go. I don't know why I became Italian, but Queen Brane. I think it's because Queen Brane makes me think of like, I don't know, Bowser for some reason. Just like the Bowser of Final Fantasy. Queen of Brane. It wasn't even that really an Italian accent, honestly. Just a weird accent. And Italian accents aren't weird. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and go to the next round. Welcome to another round. I think we have to mulligan this probably without a white source. We can keep this though. Probably ditch You're Not Alone for now, because we don't have enough creatures yet. Actually, I'm just going to ditch the planes. I'm going to draw lands over the course of the game. My deck doesn't really. I think I'm going to... I don't have anything to do for 3 mana anyway. Zidane's more of a late game play as well. Yeah, there we go. Draw a land anyway. Yeah, Tom Martell won a Pro Tour, so if this is that Tom Martell, it's interesting. You'd have ditched the Resto Magic. Yep, that was a card I considered ditching. Right now, I'm pretty happy that I didn't. Like, it was like if I had drew even 1 land, I'd be pretty happy that I didn't ditch it. Do this in this order, so if they double block, You're Not Alone kills their second one. Sure. It's fine. Doesn't really do much. I'm surprised he did that before playing his land, because if he's missing his second color, then... Oh my gosh, another Saha again? Sure. You're Not Alone is such a broken card here. They know I have it. They must assume I have it, at least. It'd be funny, because if I use Restoration Magic here, they'll be like, oh, that's what they had. And then they might not play around the You're Not Alone. They can flash back their dreams, the Dreams of Laguna, to get all their guys big. Yeah, they do have red mana. Interesting. Thunder Magic, ready for action. I think they have Thunder Magic. I think the whole world knows they have Thunder Magic. This is why You're Not Alone is a messed up card. It's like, what are they gonna do? Nothing. Literally nothing. Got him! Oh, I want to add the 5th You're Not Alone so badly. Oh, I want to add the 5th one so badly. Gosh, what could I cut? What can I cut for 5th You're Not Alone? It's like, oh man, do I cut like my double red card and then just make my mana more consistent, go up to 9 planes? Oh man, I think we just keep it as is. 5 combat tricks is a lot, but gosh, we might cut this card once we see it in action a single time, but doubling You're Not Alone is also sweet. See you next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this, even though we're missing a 2-drop. Our deck really needs one. Yes! We got there. We're going to go Lannery Storm into You're Not Alone, which is the dream. Quarrel. Gosh, our hand is gorgeous. Our deck is sick. Okay. I don't mind them attacking me, because then my Lannery is getting scarier. And I can always start tapping that guy later. Okay, so they can hit me for 5 this turn. Unfortunately, I can't stop them punching my guy. Call the Mountain Chocobo. Okay. So, if I play Cypher Almasi and let a creature attack alone for double strike, I can have Lannery attack for double strike, give it +2/+0 from the treasures to make it 4 power, and one of those treasures can be used to play You're Not Alone to make it 8 power and kill them. Seems good to me. Kill them on turn 4. On the draw. I killed them on turn 4 on the draw. Oh my gosh. What? What just happened? What did we just do to this poor person? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Our deck is sick. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. GF Cerberus is looking more and more dicey the more You're Not Alone performs. I still believe, though. I still believe in the Cerberus for now. I'll see you next round. I might just want more 2-drops, too. I might just want to throw in the Sabo Tender just so I can always go 2-drop, 3-drop, whatever. But anyway, see you next round. Welcome to another round. On the play, we have our Aerith, we have Quarrel. We're playing against Defore, who also makes videos, and I believe is in my friends list, so I could probably message them during the game. Or message them after and say GG. Oh my gosh. This is wild. We need to draw one land before this hand kind of pops off a little bit with Aerith. There's Cerberus. There's the Cerberus. We're going to have it with Slash of Light, presumably this game. Monk's Fist, sure. Okay. They might have Slash of Light to kill Aerith, so I should have tried to trade. Combat tutorial, sure. I will keep planes on top for my Zidane. Like, there's a lot of pressure on them to kill the Cerberus now. Cerberus is going to lead to a one-turn kill with this You're Not Alone. Mark my words. I'd rather go double You're Not Alone, triple Slash of Light here. Because I might be lacking in... Oh, man. That's a bummer. So the Cerberus line did not work out the way I wanted to. Lionheart kind of wrecked it. But I think we still win this game. We can, on upkeep, triple You're Not Alone onto Zidane, use Quirrell to tap something, Slash of Light their other guy. So we should be able to kill them if they just tap out for a creature here. If they tap out for a kill spell, we're probably in trouble. Summon Cerberus. No, it'll be 12 damage because I'm going to do it before Cerberus sacrifices itself. If they just equip Lionheart to something, that would be wild. No! Oh my gosh. Hate to see that. Okay. Sure. Gonna have to draw a creature, I think. Yep, we lose. Gosh darn it. If we had played this game differently, I think we could have won. If we'd gotten our Aerith to 3 power and then gone for the Cerberus. Or just, you know. So we're in it. If we draw a creature, we win. Okay, creature for the win. Boom! Nice. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. The Cerberus, still dicey. I kind of want to cut it now. It would have been solid that game. It ended up not being, though. I think I'd rather just have a You're Not Alone. Oh, they're gonna regret doing that, for sure. Don't know why they wouldn't wait till my turn. I guess they were afraid of me playing You're Not Alone or something. Definitely hold up my You're Not Alone to try to protect something from a -2/-2 or a Thunder Magic. Playing Quarrel was tempting, though. Sure. Are they dead? Four, 8. Yep, sack my both to my treasures. Yep, just do 19 to them on turn 4. Or turn 5, I guess, yeah. This is crazy. What are we doing? What are we doing to these folks? Okay, Cerberus did a good job there. Cerberus did some work. Cerberus. I see. Well, I think this deck is doing great. I'll see you next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. We don't want to be mulliganing, though we would rather have a hand that had more creatures in it. We will kill the gardener. We were debating whether or not we'd rather play a 5th You're Not Alone over something else. Ooh, there's the ticket. Huge. Get the weapons vendor down. Now our You're Not Alones are online. I think the weapons vendor's a great card just to cantrip, help us get our creature count up. Freya Crescent's gonna be able to just like massacre them here. Oh my gosh, are they just dead? Playing this just to keep my creature count high in case they do have something. I have enough to cast both You're Not Alones. Decline. Three, 5, 7. Plus 8. So 3, 5, 6 plus 8. Let's see what we're working with here. Slash of Light on that guy. That seems okay to me. Wow, that's shocking. I guess I should have sacked the treasure to make it Lannery, deal an extra damage. Because then they'd be at 11. Okay. Got him anyway. Let's go. I should have sacked the treasure to cast my thing when I was doing it on the Lannery turn. We are undefeated. I'll see you in the final round. Welcome to this final round. We have a bit of a sketchy hand here. We're going to keep it. We need to draw one land realistically to get this guy down. Apply the pressure. And then once we're there, we can draw one more land to get to this guy, or one of our 2-drops. Beautiful. They have this Esper Origins card that they milled. That's pretty good to mill. Can add some pressure to me. If I draw one more land, we're off to the races. Booyah. Yep, we'll search up an artifact, our flying artifact. Dragoon's lands for sure. This hand worked out. House. A good sequence of draws up the top of the old library. It's where we hope they don't have kill spells, though Zidane will do some stuff. Zidane can take their Esper Maduin. So, play Dragoon's lands, attack both. Well done by them. They have to discard to hand size. That's kind of funny. Okay. Three, 6, 10, 14. We are holding up Restoration Magic here for sure. They are limited on their black mana. I know they have a second black land right there. Okay. Target permanent. Five, 9, 13. They're dead. Got him! It was dead anyway because this is 7, 11. So I guess we didn't even need to play that. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Yes! The greatest! Oh, the secret tech. Let's pet our cat here. Oh my gosh. That was glorious. I'm going to hit him with the good game. Good game, opponent. Triple no. It's literally like a one-mana lightning axe. Just a classic contradiction. This thing doesn't have reach. It does have trample. Boom! Let's go! Oh, you're not alone. Undefeated. What a draft! What a beautiful, beautiful draft! Oh, I love this game. What a win! Oh, we were not alone. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. We had a fifth one. We should have played it. There was gotta be something. I mean, our deck was a well-oiled machine. Maybe we could have Zidane for a You're Not Alone or something. I don't even know, but it felt like having a high creature count was important. Restoration Magic was pretty solid. Oh, all the creatures were good. We never drew Item Shop Keep, but we wanted to make sure we had plenty of creatures because we have 14 creatures here plus 15, 16, 17. 17 creatures. 17 creatures seems like the minimum we'd want, so I think that was probably worth it. It was rather not to play Restoration Magic or You're Not Alone, and I think Resto, having the flexibility when we draw multiples, is pretty nice. Obviously, You're Not Alone, all-star of the draft. If you made it to the end of the video, in the comments section down below, leave hashtag not losing, because not only are we not alone, we're not losing either. So hashtag not losing to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. We also killed somebody on turn 4 with Lannery's and Lannery and Cypher, so that was pretty awesome. We just hit him for 16. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I will talk to you next time.